Hi friends, my name is Rajesh Rangarajan and I am a student at the Indian Institute of Management, Tiruchirappalli. This video is being shot as part of my academic learning, and through this video, I would like to share my views about the present scenario of the Indian automotive industry. The Indian automotive industry is in shambles. And why is it so important to bring this at this stage? Because this slump that we are staring at now is domestically induced. There were no external global factors. This is so different from the earlier downturns. I would like to split this video and concentrate on 5 focus areas. I would start off with giving you a glimpse of what Indian automotive industry is. How did we start off last fiscal? What is the scenario today? What are the likely causes for the slump? And what are the ameliorative measures that needs to be taken to revive this industry? So just to give you an idea about what Indian automotive industry is, this is an 8.5 lakh crore worth industry. Roughly about 11% of the GST revenues are from automotive sector. And it contributes to about 7% of the GDP. And in manufacturing GDP terms, probably about 50%. Today, about 35 million people are employed directly, indirectly in this industry. So if you look at the current scenario, we started off well in this fiscal 2018-19. The first quarter, we did about 18% growth, about 70 lakh new vehicles were added. McKinsey last year predicted that Indian passenger vehicle market would be the largest by 2021. And if you look at the automotive mission plan 2016-26, there were 2 targets. One is to enhance the contribution of GDP from 7% to 12%. And the second one is to reduce emissions and decrease the dependence in oil. Both these predictions went awry, and today, as we speak, if you look at the last month's figures, July 2019, there was a decrease of about 19%, which is the steepest fall in this industry. Now why? What are the reasons? Why are people not buying the cars? Has the willingness to pay decreased? Or is it because of the GST effect, demonetization? Or is it because of the rise in fuel prices, the rise in insurance, vehicle insurance, and also the rise in the registration charges of the vehicle? Or is it because of the anxiety to buy BS6 vehicles, which comes into effect from 1st April 2020? Or is there a craze for the EV vehicles? Or is there any problems in getting credit finance for the vehicles? So there could be, the reasons can be varied. But the fact is that we are staring at the worst situation today. The aftermaths of this downturn is almost all the leading automotive manufacturers have announced production cuts, job cuts. Close to about 1 million jobs directly, indirectly have been lost because of this slump. And if you look at the dealerships, close to about 300 dealerships have been shut down. Now, what does the industry want to revive this? Is GST rollback or a rate cut is a solution? Certainly not. If a reduced GST is granted in this case, in this sector, then there will be demand from other sectors as well. So what are the ameliorative measures that needs to be taken to revive this industry? This is the time to focus our attentions to ensure that this backbone, this industry is revived. The first is, how do we bring in a change to cut down the costs and to cut down the present inventory levels. Probably the first thing that can be done is to bring in an incentive scheme during the festive season and then push back all the inventory. Second is increase the investments in R&D in this sector. This is time for the industry and the academia to collaborate and come out with very innovative business models, most profitable models. Companies have competed. Now it's time for them to complement each other. And there is a need today for a cohesive, competitive, corporate cooperation among these industries to bring in a solution. And the third point I would suggest is the policy on electric vehicles have to be clear. There needs to be a significant push in the electric vehicles. The government should give incentives, provide incentives by way of subsidies or by ways of tax reductions to individuals if they go for electric vehicles. One such thing which I could suggest is think of as renewable energy. There is a accelerated depreciation offered for renewable energy projects. Probably the government should allow accelerated depreciation for individuals opting for electric cars. This is one big growth. I'm sure the government is working on a revival package. There are a lot of new initiatives that is being discussed about. I'm reading them in the newspapers. The scrapping policy, vehicle scrappage policy, and whatnot. So I'm sure the government takes cognizance of the situation and brings out effective measures to revive this industry. Thank you for the attention. Thank you very much.